at Express Mail overnight delivery. Others have tried to copy our eagle. But it's not so easy. Because Express Mail has overnight reliability that's close to perfect, the most convenient locations, and prices as low as $10.75. Most others charge you about twice that. So if you want a combination of low prices, convenience, and reliability no one can imitate, use the original Express Mail service from your post office.
We built a proud new feeling, it's super fresh.
Scoop up the savings on Seal Test ice cream. Half gallon, $1.69 with coupon. Any flavor. And get end of summer savings on Pepsi products. Only 79 cents for each 2-liter bottle. Wake up with Quaker Instant Oatmeal. 12 to 15 ounce packages, $1.59, all varieties.
We built a proud new feeling, it's super fresh.
I love living.
PURACLEAN. PURACLEAN for effective cleansing. And extra mild. The only douche with no additives. I've always trusted Massengill. Extra mild for me. I choose extra cleansing.
Trust Massengill, the leader for 74 years.
Full-figured women love to tell us how well just my size pantyhose fit.
Writing you a letter, sending it today, mailing it first class, 'cause I just had to say I'm yours.
No more tug of war.
Sincerely yours.
It is just my size.
Yeah, I'm yours.
Just my
Sincerely yours.
Thanks, Leg.
Introducing Lee Sculptured Nails. Long-lasting like luxury salon nails, but affordable because you do them at home.
Lee Sculptured Nails. Affordable. But are they easy?
Like nothing you've ever used before. If you can polish your nails, you can do it. Glue on an extension.
No form.
Brush on the overlay.
Like nail polish.
Smooth shape and polish.
Lee Sculptured Nails are easy.
And long-lasting like salon nails. Plus, they're affordable.
Lee Sculptured Nails.
Who else but Lee?
It's 1862. My name is Adele Douglas. George Washington was born 130 years ago. He was a great man. So was my husband, Stephen Douglas. They called him the Little Giant. In 1858, he and a tall, lanky man squared off for the Senate race for the state of Illinois. Their angry debates drew national attention. Well, Stephen won that election, and I thought we'd seen the last of Abraham Lincoln. I was wrong. He was as determined a man as my husband. They knew and fought each other for years. The fiercest battle of their personal war was for the presidency. Stephen pounded away at Mr. Lincoln, and Abe, he gave as good as he got. Even after Lincoln won, the turmoil of their angry campaign still infected the whole country. There were rumors of an assassination attempt, and Lincoln had to be smuggled into Washington. No one knew where he was staying, but one man found him at Willard's Hotel, Stephen Douglas. He climbed 4 flights of stairs, knocked on Mr. Lincoln's door, and when he finally saw Lincoln, he said, "Mr. President, I just want you to know that if they come after you, they're coming after me." And when Abraham Lincoln gave his inaugural address, do you know where my husband was? Standing right beside the president, holding Mr. Lincoln's hat.
traveled round the USA ever since I was a kid. And every time I packed my dancing shoes, I sure was glad I did. You see, moving is my business. That's what I do best. I just don't move from left to right, but north, south, east, and west. I used to press my face against the window of a train, a bus, a car. And from an early age, I realized just how lucky we all are. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Island, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream water. This land was made for you and me. As I was walking that ribbon of a highway, I saw above me that endless skyway. I saw below me that golden valley. This land was made for you and me, you and me. I roamed and rambled, and I followed my footsteps through the sparkling sands of her diamond desert. And all around me, a voice was sounding. This land was made for you and me, you and me. Nobody living can ever stop me as I go walking that freedom highway. Nobody living can ever make me turn back. This land was made for you and me. Born on the 4th of July. I've got a Yankee Doodle sweetheart. Who is she? The statue of Miss Liberty. She's my Yankee Doodle joy. You are that Yankee Doodle boy.
shared peppermint lifesavers with another girl?
Before I met you?
After.
No.
Before?
Well, that doesn't count.
So I wasn't the first.
But you're the best.
You bet your lifesavers.
Fruit Newtons are the cookies with delicious real fruit inside.
Real apple, blueberry, strawberry, new gray,
And fig, but sorry.
we have no banana today.
If your children are between the ages of 2 and 13, here's great news for their teeth. Introducing gentle cleaning formula Aquafresh for kids. Now 30% gentler for kids' teeth, yet still cleans effectively and gives clinically proven fluoride protection. New gentle cleaning Aquafresh for kids.
They'll taste great.
With a taste that makes kids want to brush. Aquafresh for kids. Now 30% gentler for your kids' teeth.
Tonight's special, locally sponsored by your Quality Plus Ford dealers.
You can see it everywhere. Everything you need is there. A brighter day, a baking tray, a special smile that says we care. We built a feeling, a proud new feeling. We built a feeling, a proud new feeling. We built a proud new feeling. It's super fresh. When you're banking with us, Mellon does what it takes. We'll do whatever you need to get the breaks. All the best you deserve, you see. We make things easy. We do whatever it takes. We are the Mellon Bank. Mellon does what it takes.
A rose must remain with the sun and the rain.
Some people stay with a more common look, and some go for a distinctive style.
To each his own. To each his own.
To each his own. 1988 Lincoln Town Car.
It's 1982. The 250th anniversary of our first president. My name, just call me an angry black. I'm one of the 16.8% of unemployed black American males. America's not working that well for me, but I love my country.
My name? Just call me an angry woman. Oh, I know it's not ladylike to be angry. But I earn on the average of 64 cents for every dollar a man earns. America's not working that well for me, but I love my
name?
country.
Just call me an angry Hispanic. We do a lot of the dirty work that nobody else wants to do. The Statue of Liberty told us, give me you're tired, you're poor. Well, we're tired of being poor. America's not working that well for me, but I love my country.
My name? Just call me an angry Indian. No, make that Native American. We didn't come over on the Mayflower. We met the boat. And we gave gifts to the new Americans. And what we didn't give them, they took. America is not working that well for me, but I love my country.
My name, just call me an angry gay. We were here in the very beginning. Oh, yes. We helped to build cities. We helped fight wars. We contributed to the arts. Oh, I'd like the approval of everyone who wouldn't. But at least, if I can't have that, let me have the rights that were guaranteed to me. America is not working very well for me, but I love
my name.
Country.
Just call me angry. You know, America could work for these folks if they decided to call themselves Americans. Not blacks, not Hispanics, but just Americans. I've worked very hard all my life, and a good part of my tax money has gone to help them. Well, now I'm hurting. I need some help. But that's not the same thing as saying America doesn't work for me, because it does. I love my country.
When he loves his country, he loves my country. And no more than I do.
I stand behind no one in my love for America.
And for the promises she makes.
Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
George Washington was speaking directly to me when he said, the government of the United States gives to bigotry no sanction, to persecution no assistance.
President Johnson was speaking directly to me when he said, for those Americans who live on the outskirts of hope, our task is to help replace their despair with opportunity.
And President Abraham Lincoln was speaking directly to me when he said, the institutions of this country belong to its inhabitants.
And one of our great Indian leaders, young Joseph, spoke to me when he said, we only ask an even chance to be free to think and talk and act for ourselves.
And my mother was speaking directly to me when she said, the only limitations you should know are your own. Fly as far as your abilities will take you.
And it was John F. Kennedy who said to all of us, ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. I wish they had heard that one.
We love our country.
We love our country, and we keep moving onward and upward.
They lower my property values, and they don't stop complaining.
We love our country for giving us the opportunity to work hard.
They take away our jobs, and they don't stop complaining.
We love our country because it promises us equality.
We let them out of the house, and they don't stop complaining.
There's one thing to which we all have to agree. America is the last best hope of the earth, right?
Is he speaking to me? I don't talk to them.
He's spoken to us 1,000 times, and he hasn't known it.
I doubt that, but I do agree with what he said, which, by the way, Lincoln said first.
America is the last best hope of Earth.
America is the last best hope of Earth.
song we must recall. And he sings in the farms and the factory towns, and where you think there be no songs at all. America, and the dream goes on. America, and the dream goes on. America, and the dream goes on. America, and the dream goes on.
Ever since your post office invented express mail overnight delivery, others have tried to copy our Eagle, but it's not so easy. You see, express mail overnight reliability is close to perfect, with the most convenient locations and prices as low as $10.75. About half what most others charge. So we're pretty hard to imitate. So use the original express mail service from your post office.
Friday at 7:30 on Out of This World.
Your father is an alien.
A star child inherits unearthly powers.
That's all, folks.
On Out of This World. Friday at 7:30 on Channel 10.
Then Saturday, a sneak preview of We Got It Made.
Are you still looking for a maid?
You're hired. Mickey's moving in and driving the guys out of their minds on the premiere of We Got It Made. Sneak preview Saturday at 7:30.
What a year to be here.
Now it's the Great Shade clearance at your Lincoln Mercury dealer. Get great savings on Mercury Cougar when you buy a preferred equipment package along with 1.9 APR financing. Save on Mercury Sable with a preferred equipment package and 1.9% financing. The savings keep coming on Topaz, Lynx, and Tracer 2 with 1.9% financing. See your Lincoln Mercury dealer now.
I Love Liberty will continue in a moment.
You cleaned the garage. You mowed the lawn. You took the kids to Little League. You were very good.
I was better than this.
Ice cream is very good. But ice cream with the rich, delicious taste of Hershey's chocolate syrup is even better.
This is how good I was.
You know, I think the entire house needs painting.
Hershey's syrup makes good things even better.
What's for dinner? That's a question you must answer 365 dinners a year. Well, Lipton Recipe Soup Mix gives you days and days of delicious ideas, like onion-baked pork chops, country-style pot roast, a savory meatloaf, and pasta primavera. Only Lipton's toasted onion pieces and special seasonings could make food taste this delicious. So what's for dinner? Lipton.
Parades, picnics, and a presidential visit as Philadelphia celebrates the 200th birthday of the U.S. Constitution. I'm Ellen Frio.
And I'm Larry Kane, and we'll bring you all the highlights, including a star-studded salute to freedom. Plus, we'll take you live to Penn's Landing for the premiere lighting of the Ben Franklin Bridge and a sparkling fireworks finale. Join us from 11 to midnight for a special edition of the Channel 10 News Update on this, the anniversary of the Constitution, in the city where it all began, Philadelphia, tonight beginning at 11 o'clock.
What do you think of Jane Fonda?
I've known her since she was that high. I love Henry. You saw the picture back in the 30s. We were, you know, we've been friends forever. I think naturally that she's a little mixed up in her thinking, and I guess she feels the same about me. That's our right as Americans.
John Wayne. In fact, I told him so the last time I saw him. But I did think he was a little mixed up in his thinking. But I'm glad to live in a country where people are free to disagree.
even if it's me some of them disagree with. But there's one thing that I bet John Wayne and I would agree on, words that many people from one end of the political spectrum to the other hold very dear. The First Amendment. Congress shall make no law respecting the establishment of religion or prohibit the exercise thereof, nor will it abridge the freedom of speech or of the press or of the right of people freely to assemble peacefully and to petition our government for a redress of grievances. And let's never forget it.
I am the Reverend Timothy Newport. The year is 1782. George Washington is now 50 years old. Oh, I'm the pastor at the First Congregational Church in Pobridge, Massachusetts. But I've been told that I'm not needed. My dear brothers and sisters, I would like to use this, my final sermon, to discuss with you what I believe to be the Lord's wish for all of us.
The Lord's wish or your wish, Reverend Newport? Tell me, please, the Lord's wish or your wish? The elders have seen fit to replace you, and there's no point in trying to change our minds.
Well, I'm not speaking to try to change your mind, Matthew Stone. But the war for independence is over. And in that war, we died side by side with Catholics and with Baptists.
Reverend?
And it is time now to learn to live side by side.
I'm just a farmer, Reverend. Work hard all my life, sun up to sundown. I don't have much book learning. But I know what's right for me and mine. And I can't see myself living cheek by jowl with any Catholic.
Well, I would remind you, Matthew Stone, that those species which survive in nature are those which learn to cooperate with other living things.
Meaning no disrespect. There are those among us that just don't see things your way.
Henry, the good book says, he who does not love his brother whom he has seen cannot love God whom he has not seen. Now, the Catholics have as much right to be here as we do.
The good book also says, keep away from any brother who is not in accord with the tradition that you receive.
What would you propose then, Matthew Stone, that we hang them? The way our ancestors hanged Quakers in Boston Common?
We are suggesting no such thing. We have just fought a war to ensure our own religious freedoms, and we will not have that threatened now by a papist conspiracy.
Give the Catholics their way here, and soon we'd all be under their thumb. We are going the way of the devil, and you are standing by, telling us to accept it. Card playing, dancing, drunkenness.
Well, card playing and dancing aren't your way, Matthew Stone. They're not my way, and that's fine. But it's time now for each family to decide how it is to be for them, as long as what they do does not impinge on others.
Then where are the standards, Pastor? I'm worried about my children. I don't want them exposed to heresy.
Too many teachings confuse people. There is only one truth, and it does not come from the mouth of some Italian in Rome.
May I have the courtesy of one moment without interruption? Matthew Stone. There is indeed one truth for you, and there is one truth for your neighbor, and there is one truth for his neighbor. You used the word heresy. Heresy. Well, do you really think that it is heresy to believe that all people can seek happiness as individuals and still share a common future as Americans? I ask you urgently to ponder that question. May the Lord grant that however different our sentiments may be, that one day we will be united in love, and that this church and that this nation will live under his grace.
Crisp apples.